Well, rise and grind, DMV. Happy Saturday. We are waking up to mostly cloudy skies with a few locations seeing peaks of sunshine, but overall we are tracking cooler conditions. So keep it here. Full check of that forecast is coming up.
Fairfax Connector worker strike continues today, and so does the suspension of bus service. The details of what led to the strike and how long some workers say they can continue to walk off the job. And children exposed to lead poisoning, how a Maryland bill is pushing for more regulation when it comes to baby food. And some Metro Red Line stations are closed this weekend. What stations will have shuttle service replace trains, and what other Metro lines have changed this weekend.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, we are coming up on 8 o'clock on this Saturday, giving you a view of the district from our roof cam here at DC News Now. You can see the Washington Monument off in the distance, and the sun playing hide and seek with us today. So how long will we see the sun? Well, Brittany will have that answer in just a bit. But first, good morning. Thanks for waking up with us here on DC News Now. I'm Tosin Fakile. We'll get to our top stories in just a bit, but let's check in with weather forecaster Brittany Ward. So Brittany, the sun playing peekaboo with us this morning. What's going on?
Yeah, especially across portions of the district. A few of us right now are seeing cloudy conditions, whereas though closer to the nation's capital, we are seeing clear skies right now. So satellite radar showing you what to expect. Notice as you head further off to the north and west out towards Hagerstown and Frederick, they are dealing with some cloud covered clear conditions right now in the nation's capital, but that's not going to last for too long. Notice as you head further off west, we are still going to be seeing this cloud deck work its way across the district and mostly cloudy skies. That's what we're going to be seeing. Now that cold front that moved through is now off to our south, and behind that we are going to be tracking a cool down as we head through your day today. Temperatures right now still on the mild side, mainly holding on to the 40s across much of the area. 46 is the current temperature right now in DC. Lower 40s as you head over there to Frederick. A tad bit cooler though in the higher elevations. We're talking about the upper 30s, as you head further off to the west. And highs today will be struggling to get out of the 40s, but then we're tracking wall-to-wall sunshine for everyone as we end out your weekend, and a warm-up is in that 7 days. So we'll talk about that, Tosin, in a bit.
All right, looking forward to it, Brittany. Thank you. 8:01 is your time. A heads up for commuters. All Fairfax Connector bus service is suspended through the weekend as workers continue that strike over what they call unfair labor practices with contractor Transdev. Today is day 3 of the strike, and the third day bus service has been suspended. Hundreds of Fairfax Connector workers walked off the job on Thursday at least 3 Fairfax Connector garages. Union leaders say the workers have been working under expired contracts since December 2023. Here's what the timeline the union says how things got to this point. So the first bargaining session with Transdev was on October 13th. November 30th, the current contract expired. On December 19th, members voted to strike if necessary, and Thursday was day 1 of that strike. Now, I've been covering the strike since it started, and yesterday I spoke to one Fairfax Connector worker on the picket line in Fairfax. How long do you plan to strike until you get what you believe you deserve?
I feel it should take how longer it takes till Transdev learns what we're worth and what needs to be done.
Union leaders are asking for better retirement and more sick leave and better pay for workers. In a statement to DC News Now, Transdev says it was disappointed over the decision to initiate a strike despite a generous offer. You can read more on Transdev's statement on our website, dcnewsnow.com. The time is 8:03. 3 people are in the hospital after a car drove into a nail salon in Prince George's County. It happened along Annapolis Drive in Hyattsville. We're told all 3 had non-life-threatening injuries. 2 of the victims were in the salon, and the third person was in a parked car. The driver did stay on the scene and was not injured. The county has to inspect the structural strength of that building. A Prince George's County police officer is behind bars, suspended without pay as he faces attempted murder charges. Corporal David Hardister is charged with attempted murder in Charles County and second-degree assault in St. Mary's County. Investigators say he fired his service weapon during an altercation in Charles County. The assault charge is connected to an alleged domestic incident at his home in St. Mary's County. Corporal Hardister joined the department, we're told, in 2005 and works in patrol. In D.C., police are still investigating what they're calling a homicide in Northeast at Ivy City Hotel. Police say they responded to the hotel a little after 11 Friday morning for reports of an unconscious woman. Investigators say the woman died on the scene. If you remember, this is the same hotel where a Virginia woman was found fatally stabbed last March. Over $40 million in federal money is headed to D.C. to help with drinking water and upgrading clean water infrastructure. The EPA making that announcement, saying the funding is part of President Biden's bipartisan infrastructure law. Mayor Bowser says the money will allow the district to continue working with the EPA to upgrade D.C.'s infrastructure, restore waterways, and improve reliability in drinking water system. Moving to Maryland, Maryland lawmakers are looking at ways to create safer baby foods after one Maryland toddler was exposed to lead. Rudy Callahan's doctors say his lead exposure is causing developmental delays. That toddler is the face of the proposed Rudy's Law.
The state of Maryland Health Department called and said, hey, your son has high lead levels and we need to get to the bottom of this. It just made us feel like, we weren't doing the best that we could. But we had no idea.
What matters to me is that we put out a safe product for children.
The proposed law would require baby food companies to test monthly products for toxic heavy metals before those products hit the shelves. It'll also require it having a QR code so parents can see the test results on each item. DC News Now is honoring Black history, and long before Dulles Airport became a major travel hub, it was a thriving and predominantly Black village of formerly enslaved people. A new exhibit is coming to the airport next month to honor the people of the village that was known as Willard. Officials say people occupied Willard from the 1850s to the 1950s before being forced to leave when the government bought the land to build the airport.
What I do remember is playing with my friends, okay, and I just thought I was the fastest runner in the world. It was a small, vibrant community back in the 50s.
You can learn more about the exhibit on our website, dcnewsnow.com. Did you know, according to the U.S. figure skating, just 2% of figure skating fans are Black? Here in the district, a group of Howard University students are working to change that. Our sports reporter Alex Flum has more on the first ever HBCU figure skating team.
For Maya James and Cheyenne Walker, figure skating is more than just a hobby.
My earliest memory on the ice would be when I turned 8 years old. We had a skating show, and I remember skating. I fell, but I got right back up, and I cheesed, and my parents have a video of me just waving at the camera, so that's my first very vivid memory of me on the ice.
5 or 6 years old, my mom took me to an ice show at our local rink, and I saw people that looked like me skating, and I was like, I think I can do that.
Both Walker and James are students at Howard University. When they first got on campus, there wasn't a figure skating team to join.
Like my freshman, sophomore year, I started to do a little bit of research, kind of searching up like Howard and figure skating. Nothing really popped up.
And I was saying how I really wish that we would have continued to do skating or figured out a way to do a club.
I did see an article by U.S. Figure Skating, and I was reading it out, and I saw that Cheyenne's name popped up.
So, and I don't usually check my DMs, but I just was scrolling through my DMs, and I was like, wait.
And I was like, hey, I'm starting this club. Do you want to, get in on it?
This girl is saying that she found me, and I messaged her immediately, and I was like, send me your number. I kind of just knew it was a sign, like a sign from God.
Their connection led to the creation of Howard's club figure skating team, the first ever at an HBCU, holding their first practice this past October.
The first moment on the ice, I actually teared up just a little bit because what it took to get there.
Despite growing up skating, Walker and James both say it's rare to see Black figure skaters at the highest levels of the sport.
You can be the change that you want to see in this space and know that you're always going to have people, even if you don't hear it, there's people in the back applauding you and lifting you up, and that you have a support system here at Howard.
I honestly want to see more HBCUs and diverse institutions have collegiate skating clubs as well. but also just be a representation for, you know, the little brown kids, you know. I just say keep going. You belong here.
With more than 30 skaters on the current team, the Bison duo and the students they've inspired to join hope the program will last many more years.
It's amazing. Like, this is history, and like, we're the first black team to do anything like this. And initially I had gone into college thinking, okay, I'm gonna retire my skates, you know, there's no other figure skaters.
Junior Gabrielle Francis is one of the skaters that's helped make the team become a reality, magnifying James and Walker's message.
If you're thinking about being a figure skater and you don't typically look like the normal figure skater, you're not white, you're not petite, you know, here I am, a black plus size figure skater, and I'm going out there and I want to make history. I want to encourage other people, and I want people to feel as though, you know what, I can do that too. I may not look like what the normal quote-unquote figure skater looks like, but I'm about to change the face of figure skating. We're just putting our foot in the door. So hopefully other people will say, oh, you know what, we should try this too. And then, you know, it won't be like as lonely.
Reporting at the Herbert Wells Ice Rink in College Park, Maryland, Alex Fulton, DC News Now.
This is just so cool, Brittany, and I can't skate, so it definitely makes me more jealous. Can you skate?
Define skating.
Okay.
I like to fall.
All right.
Does that count?
We're just going to congratulate the Lady Bisons on being the first ever, and we're wishing them luck today because they are going to compete today in the Blue Hen Classic competition. Howard University Ice Skating Instagram page says the competition is at the University of Delaware. Now, there's one event that's happening tonight at 8:35. There are two events the Bison ladies will compete in tomorrow. The first one at 8 a.m., the second at 11:40 tomorrow morning. And if you'd like to catch all of our Black History Month stories, we have a special section dedicated to it on our website, dcnewsnow.com. You can watch those stories there. Plus, be sure to tune in today at 4 o'clock for our hour-long Black History Month special hosted by the awesome Corey James. All right, Brittany, 8:11. I can see the sun from our window. This is good news.
Yeah, you know, but the sun's not going to be sticking around for too long. We see clouds on satellite. That'll be rolling its way into the district. But overall, planning out the rest of your day, again, we're going to be holding on to clouds at least up until about lunchtime. Temperatures, though, will still be holding on to the 40s. Highs today really struggle to get out of the 40s. And then it looks like we start to see a clearing of our skies across the entire DMV as we head into dinner time. So keep it here. We'll have a full check of that forecast coming up.